Hello and welcome back to the channel, and today we are in Belfast at a different cinema. We are going to see Nobody 2, which myself and Darren have seen. Number 1, Isaac hasn't, so
I've seen clips from number 1.
he's seen clips. So we'll take you with us and let you know after what we thought of Nobody 2.
Cause it's a bittersweet symphony that's life, trying to make ends meet. You're a slave to money, then you die. I'll take you down the only road I've ever been down. You know, the one that takes you to the places where all the things meet, yeah. No change, I can change, I can change, I can change. But I'm here in my mold, I am here in my mold. But I'm a million different people from one day to the next. I can't change my mold, no, 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 no.
Right, so we're just out. I haven't seen the first one since it came out, basically. So I remember absolutely no storyline. The only thing I actually remember is the massive fight on the bus, and him just being in a repetitive life and having this like other side. And that's all I remember. So if there was any storyline you needed to be aware of in the second one, I wasn't aware of it. So our storyline follows, what's his name? Can't remember. Follows. He wants to go on Hutch. Thank you. He's promised his wife that he'll take his family on a vacation, on a break from the norm. She knows this other side of him. She knows what he does. She wants some violence, trouble-free time for them and their 2 kids. So they go to a town that he remembers. He only ever remembers his father taking him on one holiday when he was a kid. And it was to this like really sort of old style, old fashioned, what would you call it, like water park, amusement, sort of in the UK, like Blackpool, basically.
It's like a Wally World.
Like Wally World, like just somewhere with rides, but nothing like modern. It's like all very old fashioned, oldie worldy. And he's trying to recapture the memories that he made with his dad, with his kids and his wife. But obviously, being the movie that it is, he's going to run into some trouble while he is there. So that's your basic premise. I won't go into any more detail on that. I loved it. I thought it was brilliant. It, to me, has what John Wick has, but what John Wick is missing, which is the humour. John Wick has the same sort of action, but takes itself also seriously, whereas that has just as good action, but it's really funny. And I've said before, It's got a specific type of humour. It's quite hard to get my humour, but I find those movies really, really entertaining. I thought he was brilliant. It's a Bob Odenkirk.
Yeah.
He is so well cast. The badass woman in that, the badass older woman in that, might I also add. Sharon Stone is brilliant. His wife's fantastic. There's a line in that, if Jen's Reviews from the Grave is watching that, there's a line in that movie you're going to absolutely love, and you will inwardly cheer when you hear it. I guarantee you. If you're watching this, let me know if you've seen it and if you know what I mean. The kids were good. I usually get really irritated by kids. Well, say kids. The daughter's about, what, maybe 10 to 12? And the boy's like mid-teens. He's maybe about 16 or 17, that sort of age. But not irritating at all. Really well acted. We didn't get too much background on the bad guys, but you didn't really need to, because it wasn't taking itself seriously. Isaac had a gem of wisdom that the cop in it sounded just like Woody from Toy Story. The cop's played by Tom Hanks' son, so he was right, it did sound just like Tom Hanks. Yeah, I thought everybody was really good. There was nothing about the film I would change. I thought it was excellent. I'm really struggling with my movie of the year, Sinners, and that's up there. I struggle at the minute. If I had to tell you what one I enjoyed more, I enjoyed that more. Sinners is a better movie, but I enjoyed that movie more. It was just right up my street.
8 out of 5.
I come in between a 4 and a 4.5. I'm not quite sure where to come in, but it was entertaining. It's exactly the sort of thing I want to see in a movie. I just want to be carried along with the story, to be entertained, to be amused, to be made laugh.
It never plateaued at any point where you're thinking, oh, this is just pointless.
Yeah, or when are we getting to the next bit?
On? It was just scene after scene after scene.
Yeah, it's an hour and a half though. It was short.
Yeah, but there was no like get on with it. It just carried on.
It was. I really enjoyed it. It's right up there. By the end of the year, I'll decide what one I preferred more. Like I say, if it's pure entertainment, I enjoyed that more, because there were periods during Sinners, especially near in the start, where I was thinking, are we going to get to it? It was a lot of a deeper movie and had a lot more to it, obviously, and it was probably a hell of a lot better made, but that was just so much more entertaining to sit through. I can't criticise it. The soundtrack was brilliant. Really interesting version of Ring of Fire. I loved every piece of music in it, and there's one scene in it near the end that was absolutely stunningly shot, absolutely beautiful scene. It actually made me sit up in my seat to watch. It's like, wow, this scene is absolutely beautiful. If you've seen it, I'm sure you'll know exactly what one I mean. But it's just funny to have a movie that's so tongue-in-cheek, sarcastic, action-filled. You'll like all the characters, you're rooting for the characters. You'd love if that was your dad. And the wife keeps getting angry at him for getting into... You see little bits as a parent, like something happens just as they're leaving an arcade at the beginning, and you're like, oh dear. And you're like, he's not going to walk away from that, surely. And yeah, and he doesn't walk away from it. And you're thinking, yeah, that's exactly how you want your husband or your dad to be,
it's
like that.
Inwardly sigh that...
Yeah. Well, what, you had to do that, didn't you? You had to go and do that. And I love his character. I think he's the bee's knees. I think he's brilliant. I think he's so well cast. I love the fact that he's an older man, that he's not your typical, kick-ass. But I suppose there's a lot of older men, but he's not taking himself seriously like Brad Pitt would be, or like Keanu Reeves is. He's just a normal man that can kick arse, and I love them. It's right up my street. I'm gonna say a 4.5 out of 5, which is the same score that I gave Sinners. So I have to decide between now and the year end which one gets my top spot. I might calm down a bit, but it's just been quite a while since I've watched a film where I haven't felt, like Darren said, that at any stage it plateaued, or that I was bored, or that I was waiting for the next bit, or that I thought a decision was stupid. It's like, oh, well, why did they not do this instead of this? I didn't feel that at any stage, so it's a massive thumbs up from me. I'll let these two talk now.
Go ahead.
No, you fire away.
No, because I'm going to talk for a little while.
You can talk as long as you want.
Right, basically, your reaction was way over the top. It was okay. It wasn't that good. Action was good. Comedy was okay. There was one line that I physically cringed at.
What was that?
Nobody brings a machete to a cat.
No, that one was okay. It was at the very end what the mum said.
Oh no, don't say it, because that's the line.
I physically cringed at that
No,
line.
but if you're a woman and a mother, you would love that line. You see, a lot of it is that you're not going to relate to because you're not an older adult and you don't have kids. But when you have kids and you're older and you've been there and you've done that, and you're weary from the world, it speaks to you on a level that it wouldn't speak to a teenage boy.
And it felt very repetitive in the fight scenes.
Repetitive? Have you seen John Wick that you enjoy?
John Wick's way better.
No,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I prefer that all day long to John Wick.
It was
all
like
day long.
3 out of 5.
3 out of 5's a
I would
decent
say
score.
3 out of 5, possibly. I would go I'm leaning more towards 2.5.
Oh,
so
Isaac.
I'll say 2.75 to be in the middle.
I'm cross I wasted my money paying for him to see it right now. Can I just add as a little caveat there, if you're agreeing with my son, that he thought Five Nights at Freddy's was one of the best movies of the year when it came out?
That's because it's one of my favourite games.
So we'll just add that while we're talking. There we go. What about you?
I enjoyed it. But I like the first one. It had a little bit of John Wick. When it got stupid, it just seemed stupid. It was like, what are you doing?
Yeah, but it's done in humour.
That's what I'm just about to say. In this one though, when it gets a bit stupid, it doesn't matter because it's just part of the film that's going on. It's not meant to be serious like John Wick's supposed to be.
I was waiting for him to catch that fish though. That's one thing I was quite surprised it didn't happen. Yeah. Although when he was sitting, if you've seen the movie, when he was sitting on a bench after the scene on the boat, he was sitting on a bench and there was something on the seat beside him that obviously smelled. Was it the fish? Because there's a part at the end where he says, we're home all in one piece, and he does something. I'll not tell you what he does because I'll give something away. Did he catch the fish? If you've seen it, let me know if he caught the fish. I think he did.
2 cuts, and there's a cut with it in and a cut with it out.
So anything else?
No, I think we covered everything.
Rate it.
I'd give it a 4. But the only reason why I'm not giving it 5 is because it's then you're going into the territory of absolute classics when you get towards
Star Wars.
And that's as good as it could be. There was nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, there was nothing wrong. High praise indeed when you get that from Darren, because he can generally find things wrong with most things. So,
not like him, it's just some short older guy.
I think he's brilliant.
There were certain characters that I liked, certain characters that I thought were okay. Like, what you call it? I'm trying to remember his name. I didn't remember the name. But it was one of the middle teenage boy characters.
Right, there were 2 main teenage boys. There was Hutch's son and there was the other lad.
The other one, I didn't like him at all. He really annoyed me.
No, he had a bit of an arc. I did like.
No,
he wasn't in it much.
I didn't like him at all.
Yeah, well, he was meant to be an arsehole, Isaac. That was the point.
It wasn't meant to be liked.
And the little girl annoyed me.
No, she didn't annoy me. I just thought she was a typical little girl. Very, very typical. There was nothing really annoying about her.
Now, I didn't know Sharon Stone was in it. But I have to say, when her first scene came on and it was behind her, I thought it was going to be Miley Cyrus.
Well, it's the short hair, innit?
When she walked on, I thought, that's Miley Cyrus.
Initially, I thought it was going to be Kate Blanchett. But I thought she was really good. She's not in it that much, even though she's like the main bad person. But yeah, I thought she was good. It's mainly about him. You know, he just exudes cool, that guy. You know, he's just effortlessly cool, but it's just little tiny micro expressions like where he walks out at the beginning and you think he's going to let that go, and you think, why are you letting that go? And there's a little micro expression, and then he says, I just left my phone. And it's little things like that just crack me up, which is nuanced and it's going to be lost on someone of 14.
No, I know what you're talking about. It's just I don't understand why.
Yeah, but for old farts like us, Isaac, it's like, yes, we're seeing an old person, an old fart like ourselves, kick arse, take no shit, do the stuff that we want to do.
Hold your glasses moment, or is it you hold my glasses moment?
Darren had a hold my glasses moment. I'm not going to tell you the story, but there was we went to see The Darkness last week, and there was a moment, there was an absolute arsehole that was spitting in my face, vehemence and shouting at me. I hadn't done anything wrong, and Darren had a hold my glasses moment that I had to talk him down from. But yeah, it's the stuff you want to do but you've the sense to not do that he does, and you can watch it and you can live vicariously through his character.
It's the sort of thing that if I rewatched I might like more.
I think it's aimed at people
if he'd have seen
middle-aged
the
and
one
older.
In full, he would have enjoyed it more,
I don't think it's going to be a teenager's sort of thing. It's not cool. Like John Wick is like cool. That isn't. That's just, I don't know. It's just old fart kicks arse.
The best character in it was in it the least, which was like the grandpa. He was the best character. And
do you know who that was?
Not a clue.
Did you not recognise who that was? Back to the Future? Professor Brown?
I thought he had like some disease.
No, that's Michael J. Fox. Isaac has got Parkinson's.
Jesus Christ.
That is the guy that played Professor Emmett Brown doesn't. So that's who that was. And yeah, he is a cool character, I have to give it that. But I want to see more. It's one of those things that you're like, yeah, give us another one. I want to see another one. Make it a trilogy.
Reminded me of your dad.
Did he?
Yeah, but he said to
What,
him,
because he's pissed all the
no,
time?
when he said you'd have to put your cigarette out,
Yeah.
second-hand smoke. Nonsense.
Nonsense. Yeah, that's my dad, very much. But yeah, big thumbs up from me and Darren. I think if you're 35 plus, you're going to really enjoy that. I think most adults will, but I think it will appeal more to the repressed people that have bit their lip for too long and want to live vicariously through somebody else that's just had it. You know, that's what I like about that movie. And it was so well shot. And the scene in the fairground, there's like, obviously there's going to like be a big like finale, and it takes place in the fairground, and the lighting and how everything's done. It's like Home Alone on acid, you know, like things set up.
Home Alone is like one of the most overrated films ever.
Well, I think Home Alone's fantastic, so there you go. That's enough for you. That'll just tell you what you need to know. Isaac just thinks Home Alone's overrated.
It is.
The speciality of nobody is headbanging on metal poles from the first film, and they brought that over to the second one as well with the. That's got to hurt.
Yeah, but it's very satisfying.
Yeah.
It's like everything that happens, you're like, oh, and you laugh at it at the same time. Right.
And then you laugh when you know he's going to be pissed off, or you're going to be pissed off.
It's like what I was saying let me plug myself here. Well, actually, it's not my channel. I did an interview, was it last night? No, the night before, with Monty, Horror Miser Monty G, on his Women in Horror series, which I will post on the channel when it comes out. But it's something that I discussed with him, that you can tell a real horror fan in the cinema, and this wasn't horror, but it's the same reaction. A real horror fan, when you get a particularly gory, nasty, like something you're not expecting that happens, and the effects are brilliant, you'll laugh, because it's like gleeful. It's like, oh my god, look at that. It's the same with that film. Once someone is hurt particularly nastily, you're like, oh, and you laugh. You can't help it. It just shows someone that's really enjoying something. So yeah, just that parallel came to me there. So yes. And the thing is, the one injury in it that was the worst, which I'm not going to say what it is, was nowhere near as satisfying as half of the doinks that you're talking about. Right, so we're going to go.
Associate with the doinks though.
Yeah, you can.
You know how much they hurt.
Yeah.
How have you been talking about this film for 15 minutes?
Because we both really enjoyed it, Isaac. So yes, we recommend that you go see it. If you have teenagers, probably don't waste the price of admission like I did.
No.
And I shall be back soon with another review of whatever is out next at the cinema that looks decent. I think at the minute we've seen pretty much everything that there is to see. At the minute we've got what's on at the cinema, just to give you an idea if
Weapons
you're in America.
Is on, you can go see that.
We saw Weapons when you were on your...
I want to see Weapons, but it's in 18.
I don't think you'll like it. Weapons, Bring Her Back, Superman, 28 Years Later.
Poltergeist is out in September.
Huh?
Wait, no, not Poltergeist. It's
Jesus
Conjuring.
Christ, I
Conjuring,
thought you
that's
knew
it.
something I didn't know. Yeah,
Conjuring.
I will go see
Conjuring.
that.
No, Conjuring.
But yeah, America gets things a little bit ahead of us. The trailer for Eddington looked interesting.
It looked awful. It's just a guy scrolling on his phone.
I can't remember any of the other
That one about the thieving punks.
The Irish one looked quite
That
interesting
was
as
really
well.
boring.
Yeah. One spin? A spin? Something about a spin?
Take a spin.
Yeah, that looked quite interesting. But I can't, because I don't really keep note of what's coming out and when, because my two big things of the year was Weapons and 28 Years Later, and we've had them both. The only other big horror I know we're getting is the conclusion of The Conjuring.
Five Nights at Freddy's 2 comes out in December.
Yeah, great.
No Spinal Tap poster in there.
So yeah, Spinal Tap. I have to watch the first one before the
I'm
second one
dreading
comes
it.
out.
I am dreading it.
It's gonna be
Spinal Tap is one of Darren's favourite movies, and he's dreading it being terrible.
It's going to be terrible.
I might not be. Well, that was really good, and that was like a sequel. Right, I've talked too long now. Right, thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments what you thought, if you've seen the movie, and I shall look forward to speaking to you next time. Over and out from Lisa Lives.